Hey guys, today I want to talk about mixing vocals from part to part in the song. Now, I've covered this in previous videos about, using automation and whatnot, but I think it's important that when you're mixing, because a lot of times we're going to have things on different tracks. If we're not automating, because you're not always going to automate, sometimes you're not going to do that method. So, if you just have things on different tracks, you really have to pay attention when you're listening back to make sure that from part to part, from one track to another track, the vocals are sounding the same, because it can be very easy to let that slip. And a lot of times you'll get revisions that say, oh, well, this part sounds louder than this part. And then when you'll go and look at it, it's because one part was on one track, say like verse vocals track, and the other track was chorus vocals or pre chorus vocals. And because they're on different tracks, you may have put them at different levels, or they might be the same level, but it needs to be a different setting because the instruments change. So you can't always just set all the tracks at the same number, like, zero across the board, to where all the faders are the same, because that's not how mixing works. Mixing is mixing the vocal to accommodate the instrumental. So if the instrumental gets louder in the chorus, usually the vocal has to get louder too for it to cut. Things are going to need to change. You might need to do some automation. You might just need to adjust the levels on each different track just slightly different. But just know that it's an ear game at the end of the day. It's all about the ears. Uh, it's not about looking at the faders and will they all look the same, so they should be the same. That's not realistic in mixing. So use your ears, and at the end of the day, it's art. So enjoy it, listen to the song, and try to bring it to life the way you would want to hear it when you listen to your favorite music.